Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Were you able to do the 1 minute meditation before you popped in here? I hope so. It's just an easy, great way to start getting present with your breath. And it's a really easy way to launch into a meditation. You know, as I've said before, the breathing exercises calms your mind and your nervous system. And it's going to be much more beneficial if you do those breathing exercises before you try to sit down and clear that clutter, right? But I am wondering, as we're like kind of moving towards the end of the month of May already, if you've been able to start practicing mindfulness. Have you started to just ease into a meditation on a daily basis? You know, by the way, your meditation can be just walking in the park and being present. That really is equal to, you know, I mean, I used to go hiking in LA and put my music on, and it was just very therapeutic, and that was a form of meditation for me. As well as when I used to hop on my bike and, you know, ride the bike path in Los Angeles. That was also very therapeutic, you know? So it doesn't always mean that you have to sit, close your eyes, you know, focus on that third eye and just focus on your breath. I mean, that is really powerful. And I have to say, the number one game changer for me that I've noticed with the most benefits has been my daily meditation. I just respond better to life. I'm just able to stay calm through conflict. I'm able to practice the pause when upset or triggered. It really is pretty amazing. And I know that every guru out there, you know, is going to agree with me, including Oprah. I mean, she's the one that kind of launched the whole meditation thing and started getting into more of mainstream America. But more and more, especially with these times, you know, this past year especially, and it's been a lot, you know. And so I just really encourage you, again, it's never too late to start. You know, you just, like anything, it's like working a muscle. The more consistent you are, the easier it gets. The more you do your breathing exercises, you'll expand your lung capacity. You know, it's just about being consistent and doing the best you can, right? So good morning, Jenny. How are you doing today? Good morning, Daresha and Craig and Betsy. I hope you're ready to get started. I do have my short bands attached to the outside of the board. And look, Barney even got a bath because after all the 5 days of rain, I thought, why am I bothering? You know, he's just one dirty dog is all I can tell you. But now he's nice and clean for like a minute. Okay. Yes, I'm really happy to have you here, Craig. Pat, good morning. Happy to have you here as always. So good to see you. And I hope you're feeling good. But you know the drill. As always, you're just going to listen to your body. You're going to do what feels right for you. I'm just, like Dan and Kathy, setting a guideline, a structure, if you will. But the main thing is, you showed up, and hey, that's 90% of the battle, right? Okay, so we're gonna start with just some deep breaths, because once again, I want you to get into this present moment with me, okay? So first, we're just gonna inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, fill those lungs. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Good. Okay, I'm going to turn on some music. And I'm going to just launch into some warm-up drills for you on a Friday morning. Just staying in our chair, why not? You're going to scoot to the edge of that chair and you're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're just going to do that opposite arm, opposite knee lift. So I have to share with you, yesterday I was so honored that I was invited to be a keynote speaker for this 5-day summit event for the Women's Insider Network, and the theme was Spring into Action. And so I spoke yesterday, and the person that spoke right before me, I don't know if any of you are American Idol fans like me, but Justin Guarini, who was runner-up to Kelly Clarkson in the first season, he spoke before me about core confidence and just the importance of being self-assured. And then I got to share, you know, my journey of overcoming compulsive overeating and how that led me down the path of becoming a personal trainer, that led me down the path to the opportunity to create Slim and Six for Beachbody when they were opening their doors, and then to, you know, kind of pivoting as I've gotten older to create Body Dynamics because I couldn't work out. I can't work out the way I used to. I've got a lot of limitations. So started my own company, and then fast forward to age 60, teaming up with 60 Up. So it's like reinventing myself along the way, but always being authentic, right? You have to be authentic and accept where you are today, right? It's not comparing yourself to others. That's where the patience piece comes in, right? Where I constantly say it's about progress, not perfection. So it was just a wonderful event, and I just felt blessed to be able to share a little bit about my story. So that was a very productive day, right? 4 and lift, 3, just getting that blood circulating into those muscles, into those joints. And now we're just gonna go into our leg extension. I don't know if you can see me, but let me scoot back a little bit more. So how was your week? How many classes did you do for 60 Up this week? Were you able to get outdoors in nature, to go for a hike or a bike or a walk around the park? Again, those are all great ways to just get present and appreciate and come from gratitude, you know, because the more we come from gratitude, we pull more of that positivity into our lives, don't we? Right, Barney? He says, yes, Mom, you are right about that. Okay, I'm really feeling this in my quadriceps. I hope you are too. And now we're just gonna hold this last one and release, and then we're gonna switch right away. So the winds are kicking up here. It looks like we might be getting another storm. I hope not, because Barney just got bathed. But isn't that, you know, par for the course? I mean, how many times have you gone to get your car washed and then the very next day it rains? It happens to me every single time in Denver. And it's crazy here in Denver too, because boy, oh boy, people go so long without washing their car that when, you know, they can't take it anymore and we have a couple of sunny days, it's like the police are, you know, directing traffic because everybody's there to clean their car. Barney, it's kind of the same for you, you know what I mean? Okay, 2 more times. And then hold this one at the top, holding, and release, and then just march it out. Just, you know, pat it out a little bit. And now to warm up even further, I am going to stand up and sit down, because there's, I don't think, any better way to warm up the lower body. Okay, so here we go. Stand up and sit. I'm going to scoot back a little bit more. stand up, and sit. So here's another funny thing. The picnic table saga continues. So they were supposed to deliver it assembled, a new one, because the first one was in a box and warped. They were supposed to deliver the new one assembled Wednesday, but I got a call that morning that picnic table too was scratched and warped. So today, third attempt, but before they deliver it, they're gonna send me photos so I can give the thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't know, maybe I'm just not meant to have this picnic table, you know what I mean? Okay, here we go, let's get 4 more. And last one here. Good. Okay, now stay standing, and we are going to warm up the backs of our legs now. Let's just curl. Exhale as that heel comes to your butt cheek. Keeping the hips stable, your abdominals in nice and tight, and think about squeezing into your hamstrings here. For 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it at the top, then push out. I like these because you're not only still working the hamstrings, but you're really getting into those glutes. But keep those abdominals in nice and tight, standing leg stays bent always, and breathe. For 4, 3, 2, last one, hold here, and release. Switch sides right away. Somebody just popped in, I think it's Vicky. Hi Vicky, are you joining me now or later? Really squeeze into those hamstrings, visualize those muscles contracting. Use the power of your breath. For 4, 3, just a little tap on the floor, and hold it up here. Now a little push out, just a little push. You're not altering your body position. Push, push. For 4, 3, 2, hold out, and release. Good, now just kick it out. Okay, now as always on Friday, you know I like to do a balance drill on the floor to check your progress. So we're just gonna do that one leg dynamic balance. So the chair's there, of course, if you need it. So first just bring that right leg up, left arm up. You're gonna hinge from the waist and then back up. Keeping the leg bent, pick that focal point, pull those abdominals in tight and think about those pressure points in your feet. We're starting to work the proprioception connection. That could be a song. The proprioception connection. Okay, this is about mindfulness right here. There's a lot to think about, but how are you doing with this drill? I'm a little wobbly, I'm not gonna lie. My left leg is definitely wobbling a little bit, but it just makes me focus a little bit more on my foot and my breath here. And we're just gonna do one more. Oh boy, that was it for me. See, kick it out. It's progress, not perfection. I'm here to tell ya. Okay, are you ready to switch to the other leg? Here we go. I always mess up, don't I? Did I do this leg or that leg? I think I started here. I'm so funny. See, when I'm talking and I'm focused talking to you, it's easy for me to forget which side I just did. I have to laugh at myself. What are you gonna do, right? How are you doing? Are you able to take your hand off that chair? Are you keeping that standing leg bent? We don't want to stress the knee. It's like I feel like I'm in that movie, you know, where I'm doing the slow motion run. Okay, I'm feeling a little better on this side. How about you? Which side is stronger, or more stable, I should say? And we're just gonna do one more here. Oh, I lost it on that last one, and kick it on out. But how are you feeling? Is your body feeling like it's energized? It's what your muscles are waking up? You're ready to start the workout? I know that I am. Okay, so let's grab our chairs. If you don't already have your short bands attached to the side, I can give you a moment to do that. Okay, so first, we're gonna step up behind the 1 and the 1 and rock side to side, nice and easy. So the first exercise we're gonna focus on is our calf raises and our toe raises. Oh, and by the way, were you able to see any significant difference by doing the foot exercises and stretches before we launched in on Monday? I'm just curious about that. And then hold it center. Let's find our first center balance. Dropping those shoulders, using your breath. And now, if you're feeling pretty good, go into your calf raises. Of course, the challenge here is to keep the center as best as you can. Exhale as you come up on the balls of those feet. I'm going to step back just a little bit. Press the heels down. Lift. Press the heels down. Now, if you feel pretty good about that, let's lift our toes. Lift and lift. Calf raise, toe raise. But now look, see what I just did? I caught myself. My shoulders raised when I came up. I don't want to do that. I'm holding on kind of lightly to the poles because I want to challenge myself a little bit more, but you do what's best for you, okay? Lift and lift. We're going to do 4 more of these. Get deep into those calf muscles. Here we go. And one more time, let's hold it at the top. Let's hold it here. Find that center. I am tucking my pelvis under, tightening my glutes, pulling my abdominals in, again, picking that focal point. My calves are really talking to me now. And release the heels down, then step down and down. And then bring your feet a little wider apart. And let's go into those leg curls just to release it out. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, side step here. You could step as wide as you like, but keep that board center. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now bring it center and march it out. Just march it here. Remember, whenever we're marching in place or doing one of these low impact moves, it really is up to you, like how much energy you want to put into it, how big you want to make the move. You know, it's all what you put into it, but also listening to your body. But if you can, lift the knees a little higher and pump those arms with purpose. Just getting that heart rate up a little bit. I'm just gonna do like just a minute or maybe a little more of a low impact cardio before we go into our next strength training move and balance move, okay? So now we are gonna do that opposite knee, opposite arm, lift, lift. Really think about lengthening your spine, reaching for the ceiling, getting the knee up just as high as you can. Come down soft. Use your breath here. Feels good. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Now kick it out. Kick it like you mean it. Bring your arms out to the sides, make a fist. And we're going to go into lateral biceps. So we're starting to warm up that upper body as well. So really think about squeezing into those biceps. Drop the shoulders though, no tension in the shoulders. We're not shrugging those shoulders up. Kick it. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and march it here. Pump those arms. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Okay, now we're going to come around to the side of the board. And drop that board. So we're going to step up and then step forward. And we are going to go into that forward and back motion, pressing into the ball of the foot and into the heel of the foot. So really getting in tune with those pressure points in your feet. And when you press forward, you're also thinking about your thigh. Press back. Here, press into the heel. Those knees are nice and bent. And then when you're ready, let's do it. Let's find that center. Adjust if you need to. Proprioception, connection. You got it? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty stable. Of course, every time I say that, I start wiggling around. Okay, I gotta bring it back. I gotta bring back the focus. Bring back the focus. Just gonna hold it for about 8 more seconds. And then drop it forward, bring the other foot forward. Now stabilize. You're gonna take that handle off. Keep that pelvis tucked under. So you've got a nice neutral spine. Knees are bent. Just go into your front raise. Exhale up. And we're working that anterior deltoid. If you need to assist, because this band could just be a tad longer so we could get a fuller range of motion, but you know what? There's always a way to modify. So that's why I'm assisting myself by placing my right hand underneath my forearm Keeping the chin tucked in. And let's just do 2 more here. And then we're gonna lock that elbow into the front of our body. We're gonna stabilize it, and we're gonna do the biceps curl. And remember, don't put the wrist into action. Keep the wrist fixed and stable as well. So just the biceps are doing the work. There's no flexion and extension going on in those wrists, okay? Use the power of your breath. Visualize those biceps working. How are you doing? Let's just do 2 more of these. And then hold it at the top, hold. And then release it all the way down and put it back. Step down and step down. Now we are going to switch. So step forward, start rocking forward and back. This is really important that you're thinking about those feet, the ball of the foot, the heel of the foot. You can go slow or you can go fast. It's up to you. But when you feel good and you're ready to find that center, here we go. Breathing, don't hold your breath, don't hold your breath. Keep that chin tucked inward. Working that mind-body connection now. Feeling stable, feeling confident, and feeling present. Just 8 more seconds. And then drop the board forward. More, step forward, unhook. And here we go, front raise. Are you ready? Tucking that pelvis under as always. Knees are bent, here we go. I'm gonna assist. Use your breath here and just think about the front of your shoulder. You got that? Let's get 2 more. This is challenging. And then lock that elbow into your body. Here we go, biceps curls. So honestly, you're never forcing an exercise. If you're struggling with your form and you're like, please stop that exercise and just do it without the band and just focus on the muscle that we're working, okay? Because you can create your own resistance by just thinking about lifting that arm through thick air and then resisting it on the way down, okay? Here we go. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Let's hold it at the top. Holding. Release it down slowly and then hook it back on. Step down and down. Now we're going to go into another cardio move. So we're just going to first lunge side to side. And make sure, again, those knees are tracking over your toe line. And then I want you to take your arms off. Bring your arm up. And we're going to reach and pull. We're working the side body here. Extend, crunch, extend. How does this feel for you? You know, if you feel any pain in your knees, we can always do a modifier. You could simply just sidestep it and reach it up and over, you can work on your finding your center balance on the board. You can just march in place, or you could do knee ups and arms up. Whatever feels good for you for this low impact cardio section, okay? Let's just really work that core. For 4 and 3, crunch, 2 and 1. Now keep going side to side. You can press a little deeper if that feels okay. Press, press. Really working those inner thighs now. Bring that other arm up, and here we go. We're gonna extend through our fingertips and crunch. You feeling that? Let's get 4 more of these. 1 and pull, 2 and exhale, 3, and last one here, and side to side. You can put your hands on the poles if you like. Press, 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 and then hold center. Keep the toes all the way out. Back is nice and straight. Here we go, plie, push up, plie, push those heels into the floor, squeeze up, press, push, squeeze, press, push into the floor, squeeze up into the glutes. And you can just do a little partial plie if that feels better, or you could just do some leg kicks. Always listening in. Always paying attention to your body, your form, making sure you're in proper alignment. Just really working, really targeting those inner thighs for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we are going to bring it down and we're going to hold. If you want to take the hands off, if you're feeling really good and you want to come up on the balls of those feet, this is advanced, don't worry about it. Breathing deeply here. Breathing into those inner thighs. Press the heels down. Push up, squeeze the tush. Woo, I felt that. Arms out to the sides. Let's do our toe touches and release it out. Fast or slow, it's up to you. It's up to you again, how much energy you want to put into it. For 4 and 3 and 2, last one here. Let's march it out. Power this march. Look, I'm not pounding the floor though. How are you doing? You feeling good? Wish I could hear you. I wish I could see you. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good, then just kick it out. Just a nice slow little kick. I do want you to get a quick drink of water before we launch back in, okay? I'm gonna go for it. Okay, the next move we're gonna do is the one arm row. So first, you're gonna drop that board, step up with your left foot, push that right heel into the floor, and look down, make sure both toes are pointing straight ahead. Then unhook, and if you need to step back a little further, I do, and then you're gonna go into your one arm row. Now if this is too easy, it is for me, you can choke up on that band, because you want to feel a good amount of tension here, because you know your back is such a major muscle group, okay? So it can handle a bit more, makes sense, right, than the biceps or the triceps. But use your breath, keep the elbow close to your body, keep those shoulders square to the floor. I know I'm always on you about the form, but it's so important. We want to isolate, okay? We're focusing on that upper back on the right side only. So really squeeze and flex at the top. Work it. And try to lighten your grip on this pole as well. And let's just get 4, 3, and 2. Hold it up, hold it, and then release it. Now grab the handle, and we're going to bring that arm up to the rear. It's a small move here. Straight arm, and if you need to assist yourself, you can put your hand on your forearm and help you lift, lift. And just 2 more, because this is very challenging. And then release it. Good, now we are going to switch right away to the other side, drop that board, step all the way back, push that heel into the floor, unhook, I'm choking up on the band, and here we go. Use that breath. How are you doing? Exhale at the top. Really visualize those muscles contracting, okay? Pause for a split second at the top too, so you can get deep into the muscles up there. In your upper back, squeeze. And let's get 4 more. And last one, hold it at the top and release. Okay, now this one was a little bit too hard to do that rear delt raise. So I'm gonna grab my longer band, because I know you have it right next to you, right? And you can just step on. I'm stepping next to the loop. And then bring your body forward, hinge forward, and then just lift and lower. So you can play around again with that resistance. But it is a straight arm lift. If this one is too difficult for you, it's a smaller muscle group, so listening to your body. And 2 more times. And release. That was really pretty challenging, I must admit, you know. So I just want you to shake those arms out and roll the shoulders up and back. Big arm circles here, big sweeping circles. Release and march. Release. 4, 3, and 2, and one. Okay, we're gonna go into our squats. So if you need another drink of water, go for it. And first we're gonna step up behind the 2 and then the 2, and we're gonna rock side to side. And when you're ready, let's find that center. Holding. Drop those shoulders. Focusing on those feet. Push the hips back. And if you're ready, we're going to go into our 2 count squat. So it's 1, 2. Grip, squeeze up. Halfway down, all the way down. Halfway up, squeeze up. Focusing, abs are in. Take your time. Grip with those glutes. Squeeze at the top. Press. How are you doing? You got this? You feeling stronger? Lighten your grip on the poles if you can. Now holding the last one down, okay? Here we go. We're gonna hold and rock side to side. Keep those hips way back. Then step with the left foot to the number 1. Now, this is uneven, right? So we're gonna focus a little bit more on the outside of that right foot. And then we're gonna bring it back to the left. Step with the right foot behind the 1, the left foot behind the 2. Rock. These are tough. So if you need to come up and take a break, please do. Keep your abdominals in tight. This is just challenging that brain-body connection a little bit, which Dan really prepares you for on Tuesdays. And then bring it back. And then bring that foot behind 1 and 1. Rock side to side. Woo! Release. Release. That was tough, right? Let me know how you're able to do with that one, okay? That was challenging for me. But it's so good when we transition like that because that's life. I mean, we're always walking on uneven surfaces, right? And if we can learn to always be engaging our core and stabilizing with our feet and our ankles, no matter what, you're gonna feel a lot more confident, right? That's what's so great about doing all these different exercises on the board. You're just really ensuring your body. Just keep lifting that knee to release it out. For 4 and lift, 3 and 2 and 1. Then drop that board, step it down and step it down. Now we're going to turn to the side. And we're going to bring the right foot forward and the left foot back. We're going to bring our arms up. Exhale and core crunch. Step back. Exhale down. Keep the body slightly pitched forward. And if you want to put your hand on the pole, that's great. But just focus on pulling those abdominals in. Reach, crunch, reach. Do you feel that? For 4 and 3 and 2, last one here. And step it back down. Now we are going to switch right away. Crunch. working that midsection, use your breath. If you don't want to use the pole, both arms up, coming back on the ball of that foot, keeping that body pitched slightly forward. Use your breath. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Woo! Bring it center. March it out. Release those arms forward. Big circles. For 4, and 3, and 2. Last one here. Keep marching. Just work it out a little bit. Now going back into that opposite knee, opposite arm lift. Little low impact cardio break. Really elongate your side body here. For 4, and 3, and 2. Last one here, and kick it out. Just release that leg. Then arms here, lateral biceps. Kick it like you mean it. Squeeze into your biceps. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and march it. Okay, winding down here, but we're gonna come to the side again. Drop that board, stabilize, catch your breath. Then step up to that center line and center. Now just rock forward and back. So again, we're pushing into the ball of the foot, into the heel. I'm almost gripping, you know, working my toes. And then when you're ready, let's find that center. How fast are you able to find that center? I'm struggling a little bit here. But as soon as you do get it, okay, I'm gonna focus. Gonna work that proprioception connection. Push my hips back a little bit. And you're just gonna go into a partial squat as we are trying our best. It's so interesting, just by shifting and changing our positioning on the board, you know, this is extra challenging for me. And it's odd because, you know, I'm still doing a partial squat, but just being positioned sideways on the board, I feel like it's just an extra effort here, which is good. I like to challenge myself. I'm wondering if it's a big challenge for you as well. For 4, 3, 2. Last one, let's hold it down. Breathing. Okay, I think I got it now. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Squeeze the glutes. Step forward with the right. Back with the left. Curl. Curl. Let's work those hamstrings. Standing leg is bent here. Exhale up. Then hold the leg up. And now if you want to unhook the handle, you don't have to. Drop the leg, and as you curl, go into your biceps. This is more challenging. If you want to just focus on your hamstrings, that's okay. If you want to just focus more on your biceps, that's okay too. But just pick that focal point, pull those abdominals in tight. Exhale up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top, holding. Release the leg, release the biceps, step it down, turn it around, drop the board. Step up to the middle. Here we go, forward and back. Are you with me? You know if you have to take a break, the chair's right there, or you can just march it out. You've got so many different choices now because you've been in these classes for a while now, right? So that's the beauty of it. Like I said, we're just setting a guideline, but really, if something doesn't feel good for you, then don't do it. Just switch it up. Do something else, okay? Okay, ready? We're gonna find that center. You're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm tightening my glutes. Tightening those butt cheeks helps a lot. And now, pushing your hips back. When you feel pretty good, you can go into your partial squat. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try using my other arm to counterbalance. My eyes are razor focused on one spot, which helps. Those focus on the pressure points in your feet also help, but you can see how much I'm wobbling back and forth. But I'm going to keep this going because I'm determined to at least try to challenge it here. And then when you're ready, if you can, hold. Abs in tight, lift your chest, breathe. Breathing, don't hold your breath. Then standing up, squeezing the glutes. Step forward with the right. Step back, curl, curl. Exhale up. And again, if you'd like to add the biceps, let's do it. Why not? Keeping that wrist solid. Standing leg is bent. Use your breath. You got it? For 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's hold it at the top. Release the leg. Release the arm. Hook it back. Step down and down. Okay, now to release, let's go into our hamstring curls. Just release it out. And then you could do crisscrosses, pull back. Just another low impact cardio release here. Pull, pull. Feels good, doesn't it? I like to break it up. I like to do, a cardio movement. Get the blood pumping, get the heart rate up, and then go into strength and balance. Pull, pull. For 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Now step, touch it here. then march it out. Okay, I know I'm going a little long here, but I must work the triceps a little bit, okay, because I need you to be balanced out. So I'm gonna grab my shorter band. It's down here. And we're just gonna go into those triceps. Extend, extend. Now you don't even have to use the band here if you don't want to. You can simply think about, again, using your own body's resistance. Squeeze, pause for a second and squeeze into those triceps. Do you feel that? Are your elbows behind your body? Are your abdominals pulled in tight? Really contract. Work it. Triceps are a weaker muscle group, you know. So if you need to stop, if your form is faltering, please, yeah, don't continue. Let's get 2 more. And release. Just release it out. Woo! Roll the shoulders up and back. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, let's stretch it out, shall we? I'm ready. Okay, let's first stretch out our calf muscles. So bring that ball of the foot up on the board, heel down, and just press forward and breathe. And then step all the way back and push that heel into the floor. Then lift up into the ball of the foot and press the heel down. Lift and press, lift and press, lift and hold and breathe. And then step forward and switch. Toe up, heel down, press forward. Focus on that breath. And then step all the way back, push that heel into the floor, come up on the ball of the foot, press the heel down. Lift, press, lift, press, lift and hold it down. And then bring it back up, feet wide apart, stretch it up and over, hold and breathe. Really open that side body. Extend through those fingertips. And then slowly switching. And then release. And we're going to go into our psoas stretch. So just step forward and back, up on the ball of that back foot, drop it down, tuck that pelvis under, then press forward until you feel that stretch. Hold and breathe. come up on the heel of that front foot, push your hips back, and let's stretch out our hamstrings. And then slowly bringing it forward. Stretch out our quadriceps. Are you taking more breath in when you inhale? Just sink into that stretch as you exhale. And then release, turn it around and switch. Come up with the ball of that back foot, sink down, tuck that pelvis. Then slightly push forward and breathe. Send that healing light in with your breath in. And then bring it up. Come onto the heel. Push your hip back. And breathe into those hamstrings. Keep your chest up. Spine is straight. You feel it here too. Are you doing more stretching during the day? I hope so. Bring it up. After these classes, I know I always like to do later in the afternoon a good 20-minute stretch. And it's a perfect time to practice that mindfulness. You know, just putting on some nice, relaxing meditation kind of music, spa music, and just go into all your deep stretches and work on increasing that lung capacity with your breath. That is very meditative. It's really good for to reduce anxiety, to help you sleep better, to relieve stiffness in your joints and your muscles. Uh-oh, there's a giant moth in my... So it's moth season. Time to get the fly swatter out. And release. And let's go into our low back stretch, because you know that low back gets a lot of attention during these classes. So let's just send some loving breaths into our low backs. And then very slowly easing up. And let's just roll those shoulders up and back. And I'm gonna come on over to you for a few more stretches and see how you did. Check in, see what's going on. Okay. Craig, aw, thank you, Craig. You know, that's it. It's all about modifying, you know, and I'm just not kidding around. You know, there's always a modifier, you know. This is about your journey, you know. You're not comparing yourself. You're just doing the best you can every time when you show up here. Betsy, aw, thank you so much. I never have given up, right? I certainly have thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. Because when you develop all these limitations, you can get quite discouraged, right? But that's why I was so passionate about creating my Body Dynamics program, because I wanted to be able to offer a solution. And I can now with my low impact and joint friendly routines. And that's why I teamed up with 60 Up, because I thought, gosh, this is something. I'm 60, I've got to improve my balance and my agility. And I'm passionate about helping you guys, do the same. So, it really is just self-acceptance, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're dealing with, there's a solution, I'm so proud of you guys for showing up, because so many people just sit on the couch and complain and talk about doing something, but they don't take action. And that's what this whole summit was about, spring into action. And I was like, yeah, it's time to take action. Let's ease into fitness. Let's spring into fitness. You're welcome, Pat. Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. Daresha and Doug. Yeah, I'm gonna stretch some more later because I'm waiting on this picnic table delivery. What can I say? Like, fingers crossed, you guys, that this third picnic table is not gonna be warped. Send your healing, positive energy my way, okay? And listen, have a beautiful day. And as always, just be present, be grateful, We're blessed, right? Think about all the things that we're grateful for, okay? Because that's another part of mindfulness. Oh, thanks, Daresha. We can only hope, right? Well, listen, don't forget, as always, to check in with Dan and Kathy for their amazing classes, but have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.